Hi everyone, I'm Bethany, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about why scientific illustration is so important in STEM fields. I'm going to start drawing now. Drawing something out is a really good way of understanding it better. You have to spend time with an object or idea, and you don't have to visualize all the information in your head if it's out on the paper. I recommend drawing something you can see first. I chose a basil plant for my house, and if you're growing your own garlic, that could be really fun to draw too. You can try to draw your parents, but they might have trouble sitting still. The best part of having a direct object in front of you as you're drawing is that you can turn it around and see it from lots of different angles. If you're wondering where a leaf is coming from, you just have to turn the plant around to get a better look and trace it back to the stem. Right now, I'm using my tablet to draw, but at the end I'm going to show you some examples in pencil. I like to draw a quick sketch in pencil before I go over it in pen or go over it darker in pencil. That way I can get all the proportions right, but you can do whatever works best for you. My favorite part of drawing is getting to color it all in. Paint, crayon, colored pencil. When you're drawing, look around the room. Where's the light coming from? Look back at your object. Does it reflect the light in certain places, like the shiny basil leaves? Or does it soak it up like the dirt? Add lighter colors to the drawing where it's shinier. Then look for shadows. Does your object have a shadow that you want to draw? Does it have some darker parts where the light is getting blocked by something? Then you're gonna add in darker shades where the shadows are. So here's my basil plant, my final product. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. But don't worry if your drawings don't look like this at all, that's totally fine. Everyone has their own unique style of drawing, and they can all look really cool. So the best part of scientific illustration to me is that your drawing doesn't even have to be that good, because scientists a lot of the time like to use really simple, clear drawings to better understand things. So now I'm drawing a neuron. It's a type of cell inside your brain, and it's so small that you can't see it without a really strong microscope. And neurons don't even really look like this thing that I've just drawn. They look more like this, which, like what? Why would I draw a picture that doesn't even look like a neuron? Well, by making my drawing big and simple, I make it easy to understand. You know what makes it even easier to understand? Labels. My old biology teacher used to say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a labeled picture is worth 1,000,000. And one more thing you can add to make it even more clear are colors. Colors make it clear that this yellow part of the neuron is different from this blue part. These orange parts, which are called the myelin sheath, are all the same type of thing, even though they might not look like it without color. And it's not just biology that uses pictures to explain scientific concepts. Chemists draw out diagrams of molecules so they can try to imagine what a molecule looks like, even though it's way too small for them to see. And again, this isn't what methane actually looks like. There isn't a C on the carbon atom. That would be handy. And the bonds don't look like lines or triangles. But from this diagram, a chemist can understand a lot of information about the molecule. When you learn geometry in math class, you will be drawing a lot of pictures, trust me. It's really hard to describe what a certain shape looks like, and it's really easy to just look at a picture where it's labeled. Physicists draw diagrams so that they can see how different forces are acting on an object and record all of the information they have in a really clear way. People designing computers and other circuitry use very simple drawings to show the different components that they use. And by simplifying it, you don't have to draw like all these curvy, intertwining wires that can get really confusing. You can just draw the symbol for a wire, which is just a plain line, and then you don't have to like draw a switch in 3D. You can just draw the little symbol for a switch, which is very simple. And other people who are reading that diagram will understand what you mean. Architects and engineers use very careful drawings to design bridges, cars, buildings, and spaceships. So now you know how useful illustration is in STEM. Here I'm going to show you some pictures that my sister Zoe and I have made with pencil. And I want to show you these eyes because Zoe decided that she was going to work on her eyes, and because she wasn't really happy with how they were turning out. And she spent a lot of time looking at pictures of eyes, lots of different eyes, old people eyes, young people eyes, happy, sad, angry, and drawing them out in pencil. And I think she made a lot of improvement very quickly. She was already quite good, but you can really see how realistic her latest eyes look. So you can really see that practicing makes a really big difference in drawing. So don't worry if you're unhappy with your first attempt. And just remember to have fun with it all. I can't wait to see what you guys create. Please send us pictures of your drawings.